IGCSE Cambridge is just as much about the execution as it is about the effort. The test doesn't just examine how well you know your content, but how well you can apply that to a test-based environment. During my preparation for the IGCSE exams, I inferred my strengths and weaknesses whilst doing past papers, and I capitalized on these.
So something that helped me with studying for my IGCSE boards was I studied straight from the syllabus document, and especially for sciences, IGCSE provides a very detailed syllabus document, which means that you don't have to spend as much time with your textbooks.
One really helpful thing I did, which aided me in getting good IGCSE results, was doing past papers under timed exam conditions. The key to cracking IGCSE was really in understanding what the mark scheme and the questions expected of you. And the one way you can tackle that is by practicing lots of past papers, but most importantly, make sure you're sitting in a silent room and do it under the exact time conditions, because there's really no point in writing the world's most marvelous essay if you're going to take 7 hours to do it.
One of the biggest things I learned from IGCSE was how to strike a balance between my personal life and my academics. While it's important to study for your exams, it's also important to spend time on yourself and your hobbies. It's okay to go out with your friends once in a while. It's okay to watch a movie. I think that's very necessary because you still have to have your high school experience.
For math, it's important that you use your calculator well for a paper where it is allowed. There are many features such as the n-solvent table function which you can use to check your answers. I did this for my finals as well.
Especially for subjects like physics, doing past papers and going over the mark schemes and key terms is very important. One mistake that I did make before my mock 2 was that I didn't do that many past papers, but I did before my board exam, and I found that that helped me very much.
Talking with my peers and group discussions were one of the most valuable things for me. I took music, so getting advice from my friends and my classmates was very valuable in guiding me in how I should create my composition, things I should change, how this sounds. And this is applicable for any art that you take, whether it's theatre, art, or music. Even in other subjects like literature and language, it can be very helpful to do group discussions because it can give you different perspectives on works that you study, making your answers and your own opinion and perspective more well-rounded.
In the spirit of complete honesty, I did not perform well in my Mock 1 or my Mock 2 examinations. However, I did take away a very good learning from this experience. I believe that no matter how bad the situation may seem, I think that the key to success is having unlimited faith in yourself, even when you believe that you are not worthy of that faith or others might not have that faith in you. The minute that you decide that you want to achieve something is the minute that it will happen for you.
One tip that I think is extremely important for IGCSE is pay attention in class. It sounds simple, but it can take you a long way. Here at the ISB, we have great resources available to us, so please make the best use of them.
It is important to formulate an effective study plan that works for you, as you don't want to leave topics until the last minute. I also think you should cut down on the amount of last-minute revision you do, especially minutes before the exam. Believe in yourself and be confident in your preparation.
Even if you're struggling in your mocks now, IGCSE is structured in a way that even with a month of studying, you can still improve your grades vastly. So my advice would be to not give up. There's still time and you can still turn it around.
Sleeping is very important. Everyone has this tendency to either stay up very late or wake up really early to study for exams. Don't do that. Sleep. If you're well rested, you're better focused during the exam and the exam goes much better. IGCSE feels very daunting and it seems like a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, especially because it's 6 months of hard work. But you just need to take a step back, be calm and take breaks. Like right after Mock 1, you don't have to rush into studying for Mock 2. Take some time for yourself and you'll be okay.
An obvious tip that most people forget about is getting feedback from your teachers. It's very important so that you can incorporate it for your next exam and improve.
One of the biggest advice I can give you is to start with your hardest chapters. Don't leave it for the last minute because that's only going to increase your workload and the pressure you put on yourself. One of the things I did was I started quite early, which gave me time to focus on my mistakes and to improve where I was struggling.
Reflecting on your mocks is an extremely crucial aspect to performing well in your boards. TSB mocks are constructed in a very rigorous manner to ensure that you have proper practice on all the different subjects, papers, and topics that you will be dealing with. So make sure that you're reflective and critically analytical of how your mocks go, and be conscious of your results and accordingly work towards performing well on your boards.
Never be afraid to fall short after giving it your all. Because in the end, which you may not know now, you can achieve things that were unforeseeable previously, and the entire experience, even if you don't come out of it having the results that you would have preferred, you would have known in yourself what you are truly capable of and what your true potential is, and I believe that's invaluable.
Thank you to all our teachers and our parents for supporting us through IGCSE. We couldn't have done it without.